place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The drive starts for the completion, left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got the connection to Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now ETN to start the drive. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence.
Just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw on second down. Glass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long. Corral. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll try the left side with ETN. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson. These two teams all tied after one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Glass.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On third down, Corral. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 more there and another first down. The Panthers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19, back in 60.
Looking to throw on second down. Glass.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Come on, set. Check.
A give to ETN running right.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here we go.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
ETN once more.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Handoff.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
ETN up the middle.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On third down, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Block it, block it.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw from his end zone. Glass.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Corral.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Now Corral.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Well, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action now. Lawrence.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. 88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now Lawrence on first down.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Etienne going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more Etienne. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They find some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action with Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Thomas keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Okay, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
65 count. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Looking to throw. Glass. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Glass. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
18 rattlers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be out of... before he takes it inside the 40. Clock minute.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Corral. That's into the hands of Marshall.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter